Okay, well, first and foremost, don't say that we didn't warn you. This is the brand to beat, the brand to watch. And what am I talking about? Samsung Galaxy. If you ever see any of the photos that I post of food, or if I'm out at the beach or with my family, all of those photos have been taken with my Samsung Galaxy. Full disclosure, I do use an iPhone and I use my Galaxy. Now, I use my iPhone for basically for work, like social media interface, but all of my photos, my family phone, this is my home phone. Why? Because I didn't want a landline anymore. I was spending about almost close to $200 a month just to have a home phone. Well, I was getting nothing but political calls and spammers and all that other stuff. So what did I do? I upgraded my phone with no contract, no monthly bill, no security check, no gotcha moments. I got a better home phone, oh yeah, that also happens to be a cell phone that I don't get a monthly bill with. And you know how we were talking about broadcasting live from Greece with our brand new Today's Special at midnight? If you only got this, you know, to call friends and family who are overseas, it is going to pay for itself over and over and over again. So a minute is a minute, whether it's Michigan to Mexico or India to Indiana. So you have to understand it is for this hour and this hour only. And what is it? It is a no contract cell phone with some of the best coverage in America, but that does not mean that you are compromising on features. Frankly, this is a better camera, and I should say cameras, than my personal Samsung Galaxy. But basically, you determine how much money you want to spend. So here's how this works. We include the largest airtime package that we do on any of our phones. And if we've got a graphic to support this, that'd be great, because for me, that's a $125 value to you. Okay? $125 value to you. Now, here's what's really cool about this. 1,500 minutes, 1,500 texts, 1,500 megabytes of data. Do you see how that says 1 year of service? I use a Tracfone as my home phone. You know the last time that I bought airtime? Last year, October. I'm not even kidding about that, because do I have other cell phones? And frankly, I could retire those because it could save me hundreds of dollars a month. But I use this as my home phone, and I haven't even had to purchase any airtime, well, October, November, you know, in like, what, 6 months. So for a lot of you, that could be a full year. And I'm a heavy texter, not necessarily a heavy talker unless I'm at work. And then you can just kind of curate what you need as you go. So phone alone is worth the price of admission. I'll show you that if purchased separately again, because remember, the talk time, the text, the data, that pays for the purchase at $125. You couldn't buy the cell phone for this price. We've sold over 1 million Tracfones. You're getting all of the goodies, meaning you're getting the car charger, you're getting the wall charger, you're getting a wealth of apps. And then you're also getting a little case or an overlay. Now the back of the phone is black, but you know, you get a nice little razzle dazzle there. So we've got that great blue marble. Love this. Are we calling that floral? Okay, we're calling that blue floral. Paisley is always like a very popular choice. Hey, grads and dads, I know tomorrow is Mother's Day, and so we're gonna give Lori Leland, I think, the day off in honor of that, but there's that blue. There's that great burgundy or that wine color, and then your classic black. And I'm just telling you, better cameras, better phone, better coverage, better value, last chance for the year at $14 on your credit card, has probably a better processor than the computer that you're using at home. I gotta get her out here. She has been so patient. My darling friend, my sister from another mister, because I've known her for over 2 decades, getting younger and more beautiful by the decade. And happy early Mother's Day, Lori. I've been waiting all day to talk to you, to spend some time with you on this, because I didn't even get the chance to tell you in my text. I am using one of our Samsung Galaxy Tracfones as my home phone. And so whenever I do my shopping online, they always ask you for a phone number. I'm not getting hit with like a lot of random spammers or political calls. That is my home phone. Nice. And I have not had to buy airtime on that doggone thing, because yeah, that's what I use it as a dedicated service for, although it has a better camera than my other phones. But I haven't had to buy airtime on that doggone thing for like 6 months, since last year. So the savings alone, let alone the features, are absolutely worth that price and then some, aren't they?
Yes, my dear friend, you nailed it. This is going to save you so much money on arguably the device we use more than anything else all day long, right? So we want a great cell phone. It's really important that we have a great cell phone. And here you're getting Samsung Galaxy. So #1 top global brand when it comes to cell phone technology. It usually kind of goes back and forth between the Apple iPhone and Samsung Galaxy, but Samsung has been killing it the last few quarters. They've been #1 in the world in terms of sales. So you're getting the #1 top selling phone, and this is the latest. So this is the 803s. We're launching it for the first time here today. And it is jam-packed with features, Shannon. So if you love your Samsung TVs, or if you've ever been into one of the electronics stores where you've seen, you know, the full wall display, and you kind of wander over to the Samsung TVs, you see how gorgeous they are. You're getting basically a Samsung TV right in the palm of your hand. It's that 6.5 inch, so fully upgraded, nice and large, easy to see, high definition plus edge-to-edge infinity display. So it's all screen. It's super beautiful. It has the ability to display 16 million colors, so it will not disappoint. That's just the screen. You're also getting octa-core processing. So when we talk about this being like a computer, I mean, really, with computers these days, if you're talking octa-cores, that's going to be a lot of money. That's 8 brains under the hood, right? You're getting 8 brains with this phone, meaning that transfer of information is very fast. So as soon as you go to tap on an app, it instantly opens. There's no waiting, there's no downtime. So we love that. And then Shannon, you said it, the cameras. If you have a Samsung Galaxy, guess what? You're taking all the pictures for all of your friends. It happens to me all the time. You're getting a front-facing camera right here that's 5 megapixels, and it does the skin smoothing and beauty mode. That's one of my favorite things. I don't take the time to edit my pictures, Shannon. I just take the picture with that beauty mode turned on, and it automatically smooths my skin. I love that. And then you're also getting triple rear cameras here. So 13 megapixels is your main camera. And Shannon, you and I, we've done this over the last 20 years together. We've sold a lot of cameras. 13 megapixels is high and typically costs hundreds of dollars, right? You're getting it built into this incredible phone that also just doesn't happen to break the bank, right? So it's such a great value with the most airtime we've ever offered. And this huge bundle, you said it, $125 just for the airtime. That's 1,500 minutes to talk, 1,500 text messages, and 1,500 megabytes of data with an entire year to use it. So Shannon, if you're that light to medium user, this could be the last amount of money you spend on cell service for the whole year, and you're not leasing the phone, you own the phone outright. So it is an incredible value.
Okay, truly. I'm just telling you, you can only get it now. You can only get it now. And this is your last shot for the year. I mean, if you can hear that I'm excited, this is actually, you remember I was telling you, I use a Samsung Galaxy Tracfone as my home phone. This is a better deal than when I got mine. I want to say it was $99. It was like a today's special. It was not this latest upgraded octa-core version and the whole shebango. Plus, here's the thing, and I'm just going to say it, because cell phone companies, traditional contract phones right now, Lori alluded to this, they make you lease a phone. Now, okay, if you're going to lease a car, that's one thing. Why in the world would you lease a phone? And then they boss you around and tell you when you can upgrade. Now, here's the thing. They'll break up with they can't break up with the bad boyfriend, but they can break up with your carrier. You can get the rollover minutes. You can keep your phone number, and it puts you in the driver's seat. You are never, ever, ever out of control when it comes to how much money you're going to spend on your cell phone. And even if you are, like as an example, yes, I do have a traditional contract cell phone. I got a couple of them. I really need to consider that because, you know, we're all under a budget, whatever that budget might be. But you have to understand, you can try this as you buy it. You get a 30-day return policy. And, you know, the thing is, then you can upgrade or get a different one whenever you want. You lack for nothing. Understand, there is nothing that this phone will not do that your regular contract phone won't do. Difference is, first of all, you're not spending $1,000 for the phone. That's number one. So what's so funny is one of the phones that I have out here, it was $1,200. And quite frankly, I gotta tell you, you know, I'm a little afraid to have it with me on the set because I always have the dropsies. At $69.99, you don't obsess about this, but you get upgraded everything. And the other thing about this is my other phones, it makes me pay for a cloud service or I have to delete photos. My current Samsung Galaxy, it is time for me to upgrade the one that I have in a contract program. Moving forward, the upgraded Samsung Galaxies at the traditional cell phone store, they have fixed memory now. So now they're asking you to get into that whole cloud situation. I am a hoarder in real life. I do like to shop, and I do not say that lightly. I don't want to delete my photos. I don't like to get rid of my stuff. And now you can upgrade your memory, but you can do it for this hour and this hour only. And when I say they are going, gone, we are not limiting quantities on this. So if you were thinking grads, if you're thinking dads, if you're thinking for Father's Day, if you're like me, and okay, maybe there is a contract provider that you know you're locked into or whatever. Remember, they'll break up with your carrier for you. You can keep that cell phone number. You get the rollover minutes. But the big thing that you need to understand is there's a very good chance that that traditional cell phone that you are using, this probably has better coverage. Lori, you and I have been on the air together where it's one thing to get a great price. Okay, that's number one. But to get a better phone and a better processor and better features and better coverage. I wish I could remember, we should have taped the call, where a woman said she was in the Grand Canyon with her friends and family, and no one could get a call out. She was the only one who could get service. And by the way, it was crystal clear. Part of the reason that I got a Tracfone, and this is full disclosure, part of the reason I'm using a Tracfone as my home phone is in my house, it's really hurricane proof. In many parts of my home, my cell phone, there are dead zones, and people can't hear me on my traditional phone. They can on my Tracfone. And that's actually one of the reasons I got a Tracfone is I didn't want to hit with spammers and political calls and just a lot of other stuff. Plus, I like to shop online, so I needed a real phone number, you know, because I shop on Facebook, I shop on Instagram, I shop on hsn.com. And whenever you do that, you need to have a phone number that's assigned to that, but I didn't, you know, want a bunch of stuff going to my phones that I use for work, you know, for no reason. It keeps you safe, it keeps you smart. It saves you money. And no kidding, for less than you would spend for the airtime. This is, if you see that retail value, it's inching toward that $400 mark. So when we can say we're taking, you know, $100 off, $200 off, almost $300 off that retail price, and you're gonna get a better phone with no contract and no monthly bill. Lori, doggone it. I mean, it's hard to say no to this one, isn't it?
Yeah, it really makes a lot of sense for anybody who wants to save money. If you're sick and tired of overpaying for services you're just not using, or you're just tired of getting that crazy involved phone bill with all those fees that you have no idea what they even are, right? You think your bill is going to be a certain amount every month, and then all of a sudden it's so much higher than you even expected. We all know things are unpredictable these days. This is something you can predict because you're probably not going to spend another penny on your cell phone service for the whole year. And here's the beauty of Tracfone. So if you have a Tracfone now and you want to upgrade to this gorgeous Samsung Galaxy, you can upgrade, and any of your unused minutes, you can have them rolled right on over to this new phone. So you don't lose a thing when you upgrade. And I like what you said earlier, Shannon, about I don't want the carriers to be the boss of me, right? We're adults. If you want to have a new phone within a 2-year time frame, with Tracfone, you can get a new phone whenever you want. You don't have someone telling you you have to wait 2 years. So I think that's really cool too. Yes, you can absolutely keep your same phone number, and it doesn't matter which carrier you're with right now. Tracfone will make the call and have your number ported over seamlessly for you. So like you said, they're gonna break up with your old carrier for you. You don't even have to do it or deal with that awkward phone call at all. So that's really nice. Or the folks at Tracfone can actually assign you a phone number in the area code of your choice. So as an example, maybe you have a business in another state. You're going to be able to tell the folks at Tracfone, okay, I want an area code that's in this state. So I think that's really nice as well, having the ability to be able to get that phone number basically wherever you want it. And then the other thing, so No credit check. I know that's a big one for some people. No ongoing fees or costs. No bills ever. No roaming. You're never going to get a ding on your credit card because you went over on your data. It's impossible on Tracfone. And little pro tip here, if you just swipe down from the top, you're going to see your little Wi-Fi icon. It looks like a little V with radiating lines coming out of it. When you are using Wi-Fi at home, like many of us are, most of us are, or at work or at school, wherever you happen to be, you won't even be dipping into the data part of your package for many of the features and functions that you're using on this phone. So that's a really nice thing about this as well. But you can even give the gift of cellular service, Shannon, because maybe you want to gift somebody this gorgeous Samsung Galaxy, maybe dad for Father's Day as an example. You can now gift him this phone and there's no phone bill and he can activate whenever he wants. So if it's 6 months from now, if it's next year, if you want to put one in the gift closet or gift shelf for the holidays, you can absolutely do that and lock in this low price today because there's no deadline to activate. So it just makes a lot of sense for anybody who wants a great upgrade and who wants to save so much money.
Well, when I tell you, these are going, and wow, 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 are we busy. So I'm just gonna tell you, use what we call express ordering, which is, you call the number at the bottom of your screen, you know, it kind of zips you ahead in the ordering process. You can do what I do, load that hsn.com app on your phone, and then you can just kind of, you know, shop till you drop. You can just, you know, click, you can even do express buy. We can deliver this across the miles. So if you are thinking for dads and grads, we'll pay to send it to them, whether you're having it delivered to mom in Minnesota or your best girlfriend in California. It doesn't matter. We will pay for that shipping. The offer is done basically when I'm done. At the stroke of midnight, the offer goes away. So at least lock this in. Because I'll tell you one thing, we wait for Tracfone Today's specials, but moreover, we wait for Galaxy, Samsung Galaxy Today's specials. So whether you have a pre-tweenager, I should say, Landon is officially, what does he fall? Boy, now I'm giving you apoplexy. I'm saying, don't say he's a teenager yet. He's already grown up too fast.
Girl.
Like your little guy, what do they call it? Because, you know, there are like all those categories. Like, well, he wants a cell phone at his age. I mean, they all want a cell phone.
Yes.
And they don't feel cheated because it's not like, yeah, well, I wanted this or that or the other thing. It's a Galaxy, for crying out loud. So if it is for mom, for dad, for graduate, even if you're someone like myself, yes, I have other dedicated cell phones, you know, contract providers, although I need to just, you know, rethink that strategy because I'm spending more money on my monthly costs than I should. Because the home phone thing was a real eye-opener for me, Lori. Actually, I was counting on my fingers. That's how good at math I am. It's been 8 months since I had to buy airtime. So I have not purchased airtime for my Tracfone that I use as my home phone in almost a year. So, you know, I've been kind of cruising on the airtime that I got for almost a year. And, you know, even if you get this as a test drive to kind of ease into that Tracfone, that no contract experience, the big thing that I need to stress is, again, you cannot get this after this hour for this price. We're gonna give you $125 worth of airtime. We're going to give you Office programming and Pandora to try. We're gonna give you a Samsung Galaxy, for crying out loud. We are taking we're getting close to that $300 off retail. I know, you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. I know you are, but that's for this hour. And we're gonna include the wall charger, we're gonna include a car charger. We give you that great little, you know, cell phone case that snaps on the back of it, so you can even customize it with a little design. I think, has the blue marble been the most popular today, Kevin? Okay, that's been popular. Black is in the lead, so I think maybe people are thinking grads and dads. Let us pay to send it to you for a $14 flex pay and a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. But when I say going, gone, get yours and get it at home. And Lori, it's funny because even though you and I have known each other for over 20 years and we've sold a lot of electronics together, I think it might have even been the last Samsung Galaxy Tracfone Today's special that I bought for myself. I actually kind of bought it as a test. And it, you know, true story, because I thought, man, you know, I'm spending, at this point it was about about $130 in my house phone. And, you know, there are a lot of hidden costs that were just adding up. And I thought, Well, let's just ballpark. Let's say that's $100 a month that you can save. Let's say it's a contract phone. Maybe that's $200 a month that you could save. And then you can customize. You can curate. I'm a heavy texter. I don't necessarily talk on the phone a lot, but Lori, you know, I mean, I'm always texting, you know, it's just easy for me. So then you can kind of curate what you need to do. But when I got mine, I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to try this thing out. I'm going to see if it does what we say it does, meaning, is it gonna save me money? And let's just say the $100 ballpark, because it's easier for me to do the math. There's a lot, I can do a lot with $1,200 extra back in my pocket a year, okay? $1,200 back in my pocket. Trust me, I can have a lot of fun with that and still get better service and a better phone. And I think that's one of the reasons that we've sold so many of these today, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it really is. It's all about the upgrade. So like you said, this one has expandable memory. So 32 gigabytes of memory built into this Samsung Galaxy. So that's going to save and store for you about 10,000 photographs. But then it's fully expandable. And like you said, the brand new Samsung phones that are over $1,000, they took expandability away. So you're still getting it with this phone, meaning it's future forward. It grows with you. So I do love that. You're getting one of the latest Android operating systems here, Android 11. And maybe you're thinking about this and thinking like what you just said, Shannon, I text more than that. Don't worry about it. You're still going to save a fortune because you're not going to have a phone bill. You're never overpaying, again, for the things that you don't need. But if you happen to need some more text messages, it's so affordable to add them. And you can do it right on the phone, or you can pick up the phone and call, or you can go online, whatever works easiest for you. But can you believe $5 is all you would need to spend to get 1,000 additional text messages on your brand new phone? So even if you're just going to make it a texting phone, or you're primarily a texter, or you're buying this for that teenager or that tweenager, this is perfect for them, because I understand they don't even want to talk on the phone at all, right? Don't they just want to text? So this is going to be perfect. You can add what you run out of, though. So that makes it really important. You don't have to buy a big bundle package going forward, or you can buy a brand new phone bundle right here at HSN whenever you want. And we have additional, we have other phones coming out all the time that also include minute packages. It's not always 1,500 minutes, but it might be. So you could always do that down the road as well. But it's such a great opportunity to save, to step up to Samsung Galaxy, and the battery life. So I was noticing with some of my old phones, you know, first you start charging it like in the evening, right? Because it starts to die. And then all of a sudden it's 3 p.m. And then suddenly it's 11 o'clock in the morning and you're having to start charging your phone because that battery is getting weaker and weaker. With this, you're getting a 5,000 milliamp battery built in, Shannon. So you can talk for 40 hours nonstop. I think that could even outdo us. And then your standby here, right? Maybe. And your standby here is 18 days. So if you don't want to have to charge your phone a lot, you could reach for this over 2 weeks later, and it's still going to have a charge on it.
Well, okay. I'm trying to remain calm. Obviously, you can tell that I'm a super fan, and I love Lori more than life. She really is a sister from another mister, but I mean, you know that is so true. But I get so doggone excited when I see that we have a way to put money back in your pocket. That's exactly what this does. We have a way to put money back in your pocket. Think about all of the great purchases that you make either here at HSN or elsewhere. So I'll just ballpark. I was spending more than $100 a month on my home phone, but $100 a month is easier math for me. I do not have a home phone anymore. That is $1,200. Just, you know, again, it was actually more than that because I was spending more than $100 a month, but that is $1,200 worth of real money that I'm not spending, that I'm getting back into my life. And you know what? I'm not compromising anything, because now I still have a phone number that I use it as my home phone. And I also have a phone number that I can use for maybe social media sites or internet shopping or, you know, whatever it might be, for security, for safety, for saving money. There is no peer. And you know what? It's a better phone. It probably has a better processor than maybe even the computer that you have. So you've got basically the next 35 minutes to qualify for this price, we are taking almost $300 off that retail value. And I should also let you know, our legal team is very strict, as they should be, when it comes to our retail values. So they actually err on the side of caution in terms of being a little more conservative with retail values. So if they're estimating $340, I can tell you, especially just for the phone alone, you could easily be spending more than that. You know you're gonna be using this phone, loving this phone. Ask about that Protection Plus plan. It is powered by Allstate, but get your phone. Do not wait, do not hesitate, do not pass go. At least get it in your hot little hands for $14 on your credit card. And then you can kind of move into this if it is for yourself. If you are tucking it away for a gift, whether it is Father's Day or back to school or, you know, niece or nephew, as Lori knows, both my niece and nephew have received Tracfones from Auntie Shannon. And, you know, they're tough customers because they're kind of brand snobs, and I could still be a superhero without breaking the bank. In fact, Lori, you know, by the way, we are including, in addition to the $125 worth of airtime, a free case or a case that comes with it. And I guess the blue marble and the black are the most popular at this point. But then we throw in the car charger. That's like another, you know, at least when I've purchased car chargers, that's usually about 20 bucks, give or take. A minute is a minute, meaning if you live in Minnesota, but you're calling Mexico, a minute is a minute. If you live in Indiana, but you're calling India, a minute is a minute. So at least get it at home and take it for a test drive with that free shipping and that flex pay. And Lori, I don't know where the time went, but we even have a comparison of the screens. So walk me through this. Now, so is one bigger? I mean, like describe what people are looking at here.
Yeah, so your Samsung Galaxy is on the top.
Okay.
And then a comparable phone that actually costs nearly double this price is on the bottom.
Gotcha.
And you can see that the Samsung Galaxy has truer, richer colors that are more vibrant, more beautiful. It's also processing the video faster. Because of that octa-core processing, it means there's no slowdown, there's no juddering or stuttering with the video. And it's that beautiful visual that is so much larger because it's that 6.5-inch edge-to-edge high definition plus infinity display. And I mean, I'm taking a lot of videos. You mentioned my son earlier. He's 7.5. And I am videoing him constantly because I went back and saw some video recently, Aunt Shani, and he looked like a little tiny baby. And I just don't want to miss a moment with this boy. With this, you're grabbing those moments instantly. 13 megapixel main camera with 2 accessory cameras that work alongside. You even get a flash. The photos are incredible. The high definition video, it's 1080p, high definition at 30 frames a second. So that's going to rival some of the best technologies on the market in terms of that video quality. And it's right in the palm of your hand. The other thing I want you to remember too, I know we have the pop sockets. These are super cute and a really fun way to hold your phone securely. Shannon, we've got all kinds of fun patterns. These have become kind of part of pop culture. So I just wanted to mention them to you if you want to add them to your purchase. But these are really fun because you can stand your phone up if you're using it for a movie, and then they fold almost completely flat. And they're super, super durable and interchangeable as well. So that's just something extra I wanted you to be aware of. But oh my gosh, Shannon, talk about features galore, no phone bills, step up to Samsung Galaxy, try out Tracfone. You're gonna love the service. #1 top carrier in the country. Those are the towers that Tracfone uses. So nationwide coverage that is unbeatable, and a phone that is gonna blow your mind. You're gonna love it.
Okay, at almost $300 off for the next 31 minutes. And listen, I know individual results will vary, but for me, because I eliminated my home phone and I'm using this instead, that was over $1,200 worth of money back in my pocket. Now I know individual results are gonna vary, but I was spending over $100 a month on my home phone bill. I eliminated that and I got a much safer, smarter, secure, and frankly, better coverage in my home, let alone the Grand Canyon, because my regular contract phones weren't cutting it in a couple of dead zones in my house. Lori, I love you so much, and I hope, so did we give you Mother's Day off for good behavior? You're not gonna be making an appearance on Mother's Day, are you?
I'm actually off for most of it. I'll be back like late night, but yes, and I'm going to join the Mizak family at the Bolts game. So go Lightning, go Bolts. Woohoo.
Oh, I
So
love
yeah,
that. Okay, well, take pictures with your Samsung Galaxy. You know, I'll live
I will
vicariously through
for
you.
sure.
Okay. Well,
I
all
will.
my
I love
love.
you, Shannon.
Mwah. Happy
Thank
Mother's Day,
you.
my friend. Thank you.
Thanks, doll.
All right, don't hang up. Wow, are we busy. No kidding. You've got 29 minutes to qualify for that price. It is, well, basically almost $300 off retail. I get nervous every time I'm saying that. But just think of it's gonna put money back in your pocket. All right, well, we're gonna put your skin back where it needs to be, and that is a really broad hint. If you have crepey skin, you're gonna want our today's special that's coming up at midnight. Plus,